Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, a very good day to you all. It is a privilege and an honor to deliver these opening remarks at this year's Virtual Island Summit and to explain to you why it is for us that today's event and why the UN High Seas Treaty is so important to the Caribbean. As many of you can attest, we in the Caribbean live and breathe the ocean every day. It is our livelihood and it is our lifeblood. It is against this background that we have consistently been active in initiatives aimed at safeguarding our marine environment. In fact, we are already a party to several environmental and fisheries agreements which seek to achieve this very objective. More recently, Barbados and our neighbor Belize have taken the decision to become members of the Global Ocean Alliance, which is chaired by the UK. Barbados has already also committed to co-leading the Commonwealth Blue Charter Marine Protected Areas Action Group alongside the Republic of Seychelles. And as always, we wish to thank Seychelles for being such a wonderful co-partner. But we in CARICOM recognize that to properly conserve and sustainably use the marine resources which fall within the areas under the jurisdiction of each Caribbean country, attention needs now to be given to what is happening in areas beyond that of national jurisdiction. It is for these very reasons that from the very outset, CARICOM has been active in the discussions and negotiations, calling for the development of a new international legally binding agreement to better manage and sustainably use the resources of the high seas. Through this agreement, we have the opportunity to ensure that we have a healthy ocean. We also see the treaty as providing opportunities for the region to increase its ability to conduct marine scientific research and develop homegrown solutions for the management of its marine resources. We are therefore hopeful that this new agreement will contain strong provisions on capacity building, the transfer of marine technology, and yes, financing, so that we too can engage in the type of exploration and research being conducted by others. Let me give you an example. It can take thousands of samples, years by the score, and millions, even billions of dollars, and advanced science and technology to develop one medicine from the ocean, just one. And this is the advantage that many developed countries have that we in small island states do not have. But I make the point that anything that is drawn from our shared resources, the benefits should be shared with and to all. So after decades of discussion, the process to finalize a new UN High Seas Treaty is in the final stages of negotiation, with 3 formal treaty negotiation sessions completed and the last one planned for March 7th to the 18th, 2022. The proper governance of all aspects of the world's ocean space will be determined now and forever in relation to the Caribbean by what we do in this time and in this space. We therefore continue to have a strong voice in these negotiations, these important negotiations. This landmark treaty, when adopted, will hopefully lead to the transformative change in the conservation, management, and sustainable use of marine biodiversity in areas beyond national jurisdiction, and will play a very key role in delivering the global target of protecting at least 30% of the ocean by 2030, the 30-30 objective that all of us have agreed to following scientific recommendations. Barbados, like its sister CARICOM countries, have all intrinsic geographical, cultural, and social, as well as economic ties to the coastal and marine environment. We fully appreciate and understand the ecological connection between the high seas and Caribbean waters. The commitment is manifested in the work of our regional institutions, such as the Caribbean Regional Fisheries Mechanism and the University of the West Indies, which both play an important role in building the capacity of our community and advancing scientific research. It is therefore expected that the inherent expertise of the region will be engaged in the global efforts to manage our ocean resources. I therefore make the call for all of our regional institutions to be involved and included as we make decisions going forward. After decades of discussions and negotiations, the 4th Intergovernmental Conference scheduled for March 2022 must be the final negotiating session. The moment is ripe, and we must ensure that when the next IGC takes place, the tough political decisions which will be made and clear the way for treaty adoption by the end of 2020 and 2022 are taken. Barbados is committed to this, and with my CARICOM colleagues, we will endeavour to finally bring legal protection to ensure we have a sustainable ocean that can support our lives and livelihoods for generations to come. As we approach the end of these negotiations, I wish to assure you of CARICOM's support for a robust and ambitious treaty, and that this support will remain very high. For us, it simply cannot be business as usual. Barbados is committed to amplifying high-level support to ensure that the next IGC marks the finale of all these negotiations in preparations for treaty adoption.